Welcome to the Product Development Fellowship Program by Zaara Biotech. So this is just introduction of product development. So it's a module one. Today we discuss about multiple stages of product development and the relevance of a product development. So the discussion aligned based on the food and beverages as well as skincare and cosmetic sector. So if you think about a commercial product, if you visit any supermarkets or department stores or anywhere, so you see a commercial product with specific branding, specific color combination in their packaging. Even if you open that package, you see the product in a aesthetic way along with their specification which is mentioned in their ingredient list. And do you feel like how we can develop such products that is compatible to the market? So while developing such products, it's a very tedious process. So the initial stage of a product development is specifically ideation. So how the problem when we identify from the market and how we can solve this problem. So this is a discussion mainly focused on food and beverages as well as skincare, how the product development to be done. So you already know the science industry payoff the product. So mainly the companies, or you're looking forward a good R&D career, or you're looking forward something extraordinary. You want to develop some your college days. You the academics or the technical things, how we can channelize the technical knowledge to a market friendly, that market acceptance products. So even the degree always gives you the formula, how the assays, the mechanism, the extraction of protein, the utilization of the spectrophotometer or like multiple lab equipments, how we can get some assay results. So these all things on extraction and molecular level. So today we think about how, for example, if you are extracting some molecule that have a specific potential properties, and how it can be integrated to the consumer centric products. For example, if you are planning to develop such molecules, it have an antioxidant property, and it helps to wrinkle reduction of the wrinkle in the skin. So you need to know about how we can formulate that combination to the skincare cosmetic industry, how the mechanism of action of that molecule in the skin preferences it will differ. So multiple factors will be integrated on that aspect. So this is the way of a commercial product development looks like. If you ask me how the product development is looking forward, it always looking as the 80 percentage is consumer behavioral study. That means if your product is relevant to the market, the current situation, based on the trend, based on the consumer preferences, based on the market study. So these all aspects are very important when we do the product development. So the colleges we talk about the formula assays mechanism. So what we here is to formulate a packaged, a registered, a launch project. So the impact is actually looking forward to how the industry R&D team works. Multiple factors based on the consumer behavior, because we invest lot of time for the consumer behavioral analysis. For example, if I give a case study, like for example, if you are planning to develop such products for the fast moving, people who skip their breakfast in their metro stations and all things. So we need to analyze how we can place the product, the size of the package, the size of the how they are eating the product, so how they are even opening the packet. So these all aspects are very important to analyze the consumer behavior, and from that we will go for the product development. So the product development in one line definition is like creating, processing, and commercializing a new product based on the target audience. So the target audience we need to analyze and very better way. So for example, if you are planning to develop such products, you need to know about is that product is relevant to the market. If the product is relevant to the market means, is there any problem really affecting to the people? For example, if you're planning to develop a pesticide example, so you need to analyze the competitors in the market already, the farmers using what type of pesticides. So the current problems in the current products in the market, what is the price of the current products in the market, and if we are developing such products, if the farmer is accepting a lot, or not. So the acceptance is depends upon the cost, or the unique selling proposition of the our product. That means the difference from the current product and our product. So the impact results, the sustainability, ESG policy. So these are the different impact point where how we develop a product and analyzing a problem. So while analyzing a problem, if you see such issues, if you see a problem and analyzing it, can be solved with your solutions. So analyzing the competitive portfolio, analyzing the consumer behavior, how they react with this product, is that the cost of the product when we are developing is okay to accept the consumer. If the for example, when we are developing such products in the be light cookies, so the thing is actually the consumer acceptance is very less if we go for a higher price. So but even the current products in India, we sell approximately 140 to 200 rupees. The same product, it go to the US or other market. So based on the target audience, the expense they are just putting to the market, so based on that the consumer price will differ. So like that, based on the consumer, the behavior and all things, we develop such products. So if we are you are in a very genius in the lab, not only in the lab, we are also looking forward who is the target audience, and based on that only we develop such products. So the interdisciplinary team is very must. That means we need to think other than as a biotechnology scientist or a food technology. If you are doing a food technology and all things, not only think about these aspects only. You need to brainstorm multiple aspects. How convenience is a major marketing point. How we can conveniently give the product to the consumer or like that. So this is the impact of the product development initial definition. So the impact is actually when commercial product development is happening, there are immense of bottlenecks are there. For example, if you see the Indian package industry, 80,000 crore are the Indian, health food industry or the food industry market size, and still people 70% of the urban Indians are still eat deficient diets as well. So there is a huge gap in it. And also even the beauty care industry, 34 billion in 2028. So beauty care, personal care is a very important aspect. So when we think about the paraben free sunscreens or the organic is the name is very impactful. And we can create something, initially we develop something in the home for our own, then we can sell to the consumer people. So this is the way most of the women entrepreneurs in India, they are planning to do something their own and they will sell again. So even Dega Organics, multiple companies, you already know about the same thing. Even if you're categorizing the GCC market, there is approximately 12.3 billion sales in the men's groom market as well. So lot of impact, and there is a lot of requirement in the market. And still you are a biotechnology student, you are a food technology student, or you are just using pharma or multiple industry in the life science sector, and you looking forward a career opportunity, the scope in like an ending in the lab scale. That means it's a quality control or like that. There is a huge market opportunity in the R&D sector to impact such product development. So this is the way of hitting and increasing the scope in our field. So if you see a product is an answer, first you need the problem. So analyzing the problem, for example, health. The current industry, there is a too much sugar in everyday snacks. So this is only a single problem when I just mentioned here. And convenience, packaging you can't open. So these are another problem. So if you while if for example, if you think about, you are previously developed such projects, and think about how the convenience of package, thinking about a organic and a fully healthy product, it doesn't have taste. That is a myth when we are looking forward. So our solution, our problem, our solution is actually to develop a product which have a taste, which have a health benefits. And sustainability, single use plastic. So how we can develop some such sustainability solutions to develop such products. Price, organic priced outreach. So the basic thing is price is a very important aspect. So how we can mitigate the price with when we use a great good quality ingredients to our products. And cultural fit. So these are the different problems in the health in the market, and how we can find such problems. So if you can see, analyzing the problem, so the consumer complaints will be there. So if you see the latest news regarding the food adulteration, because latest 2 weeks back there is a problem happened in the chili export to China. there is a rejection have due to the neurotoxic content in these pesticides. So analyzing the current relevant problems in the market. Second, the retail audits. So mainly the if you discuss with these retail people about the products, what is the issues in this, so you can see a lot of things. And social media is a great platform to analyze the global problems in the food sector as well as the cosmetic sector. And if you see the interviews of the chefs, technologists, retailers, if they are talking about the pain points, so that analyzing that pain point and develop a product is the impact of a product developer. So while developing and selecting an idea, there is an important fact like that: is our product is relevant to the market, is our product is the consumer will be have the product or not. So if you see the example, Whole Truth Food is another brand in India. They are looking forward. They found a problem like healthy. All packaged food are hiding their hiding their nutritional profile like sugar, additives, and nobody trusting their label. So the answer of this Whole Truth Food is they are actually looking forward is actually a clean label protein bar, powders, nut butters, every ingredients are disclosed. So this is a fact where the Whole Truth Food is working. So they are analyzing a problem, they develop a formulation and launch the market. So this is the way of a product development. But still, the Whole Truth would have a issue in 2 3 weeks back regarding the zero sugar, or like they are using the date sugar, date syrup, and all things, and they claim like our products is clean label and zero sugar. So there has some FSSA regulations that have happened, and they are changed their packaging because consumer we need to trust the consumer like. While developing such products, we need to get a thorough idea about how to develop such products in exact way to help the consumer to analyze this is a product and this is help you in these types of target audience. So this is an example of Whole Truth Food, and they analyze a problem and they develop such products, such that we need to develop such products. And if you see the minimalist a famous brand, I will show the image here. Yeah. So minimalist approximately 2,955 crore are the exit they're looking forward. They acquired a HUL funding about 500 crore as well. So the important of that such project is initially there is a problem in the market like vague claims, hidden ingredients, premium pricing, no proof of insight. So these aspects they are changed with active skincare formulations and exact percentage how much they are less ingredients more output. So this is the impact of each corporate company. They are successful in the market, they analyze the problem, they develop such products. So this is the way of a product development. So this is the same way you need to develop your college products like this. And if you see the international market, where if you see some want to you want to develop some products and launch the products to UAE as well as GCC market, so you need to analyze about the impact of how we can go for even the registration process of ESMA, halal certification, Dubai municipality certifications. How it's to be regulatory affairs is very important while developing some products. For example, in some countries some ingredients of the combinations are doesn't allow. So we need to get clarity about why, other than before starting the development of a product, we need to get a clarity about who is the target audience, what is the problem we are solving, and we need to get a clarity about what is the ingredients we are using, the combinations, the cost effective manner, the manufacturing sector, that means processing and commercial aspects of how we can position the product project into the market, and who is based on the target audience preference we need to position to the market. So these are all the different aspects when we go for a product development. So how the product development is happening, like if you're considering 12 to 15 ideas, so initially we come to the, this is the famous stage and gate system. So these all things we will discuss in later. So this is the famous theory of stage and gate system. That means we initially what the companies are doing, so they were started to 12 to 15 ideas, then they narrow down to end of this R&D process, they will launch 1 to 2 products. So how it's happening, so initial stage is ideation, so they will take acquire 12 to 15 ideas. From that they will pass the first gate, that means the preliminary check of the effectiveness, the feasibility, how the market responds, how is that problem is relevant to the market, or is its cost effectiveness, multiple factors they will check, and again go to the formulation sector. And from the 12 to 15 it will iterate it to 3 to 5. From the 3 to 5, we think about how the, if we go for the formulation, these ingredient costs is doesn't match with the target audience, or the combinations change, the flavor change, multiple things we will iterate, and again it go to the third stage, that means processing. So during the processing, if you think about the scale up, that means we are not discussing about 10 kg or 100, 15 kg, we discuss about 100 kg, that means scale up operation. So if these ingredients are available in global market, that means seasonally, if your product ingredient is seasonal, is that possible to store in long time? So multiple such factors, scale up factors we will think, and the any specific, machinery required for the manufacturing of such products, or such discussions, we will go for the third stage, the processing, and then we go for the commercialization. In the commercialization, the number of product will be reduced into 1 to 2, and we go for test marketing, taking the feedbacks based on the target audience. We will give the samples and analyze their responses in multiple ways. So from that we launch the product. So this is a huge process that a product development is happening. So the same process, what I'm recommending is just like, during this same process, if you can do your college projects are like this, each project is come to the market on these aspects. So this is the way you need to develop such products. For example, for example, if you are in a college, you are developing such products, and end of the year college, you have a commercial product with commercial branding in your hand, you can sell it and create a secondary cash flow on the same. Even because the Instagram, social media, AI integration, cloud, a lot of, there is no need of spend a time for a website. In AI, we can do as fast. So like that, we can utilize such potential opportunities. So this is the way of product development what we are looking. So this is the courage of the students who are doing the current college stage to develop such products and impact the market. And if you see the ideation is generate developing, analyzing the problem, and conversion to the solution. So the strong idea, it must be a consumer driven, a technology informed, and differentiate from the competitor. So if you started from 12 to 15 ideas, it pulled to real signals and consumer complaints, market reports. So analyzing, you need to go to the market and think about what is the real problem. The real problem, to analyze the real problem and come to the solution. And if you, for the formulation, there is a 3 to 5 bench scale, and we need to analyze the stress tests themselves, and even the cost of sourcing, the shelf life, the scalability, the IP freedom, the skincare specifications. For example, it have some based on the geolocation, it will differ the flavors. For example, if you're planning to develop some products in India, it's not equal to in Japan. So based on the nutritional profile of the people, and based on the flavor, taste preference, and all things, we need to develop such products. So it depends upon geolocation. So formulation is the second stage. Third stage will be processing and commercialization. So in this commercialization, with sensory profile, nutritional specs, shelf life is a very important aspect when we do for the product development sector. So this is also very important, in it can create a great opportunity to the market to analyze the compatibility when you compare with your competitors. And commercialization is just like a packaging, label, and final costing and advertising. So advertising is just like not sharing the story about why you are doing such products to the market. So this is the storytelling capability you want to develop, such that from the college, when you are doing your bachelor's or post graduation, so you find a problem, and you are converting that to a solution in your college and or campuses. And even even the government is providing a lot of startup grants, as well as in a project grants, to set up such solutions to the market viable aspects. Even the life science field in Kerala state, as well as in multiple state government, providing a lot of grants, same as also in even the Department of Biotechnology also providing a lot of grants. So they are looking, everyone is looking forward commercial viable products. So this is the aspect you can develop such products in the India, and turn a finished formula and something you can sell in the college. If you identify the problem and in the target audience, in the college students or your nearby people, you can sell it. So this is the way of the impact of these product development fellowship program, where we looking forward a very result oriented. It have certificates, everything will be there, but along with that, don't looking forward a certification course. It is a course where you can develop your own product, your own idea. To end of the day, you will have your own product in your hand. So this is the guarantee what we provide with you. So this is a big picture. I'm just looking forward the one idea, four stages, one product development: problem, ideation, formulation, processing, commercialization, and launch. So this is the way in detail we will discuss in upcoming chapters, how we can develop each stage, even ideation, how to analyze the problem in with relevant case studies and all things. And we will guarantee you end of, if you have no idea in current mind, we will identify, help you to identify the problems and open to think about that perspectives. So that is the way to develop such projects in the market. So this is the end of this module, and this is an introduction about the product development and the big picture, how a product development is going to the market, how a commercial company is doing to product development. So the same aspects a corporate company is doing a product development, same as we need to do in the college. So this is a training, that is a training where we provide with you, and it have like you can access these free modules and analyzing impact of the product development. And I welcome everyone to this program. And we can do a lot of things. If you are constrained as a biotechnology student or a food technology student, pharma student, we can change, increase the scope of our field by multidisciplinary innovations. Yeah. Thank you for watching.